I apologize. But what the fuck is going on? Like, every time I thought it couldn't get worse, it got worse. This is so awkward. Okay.
One eternity later.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna Marie and I occasionally talk about books. Today's video is my desperate attempt of getting out of a reading slump. So in order to do that, I need to read books that are quick and I can turn my brain off, but also make me want to keep reading them. So who better than to do that than Miss Freida McFadden? So for this video, I have 4 books on my TBR. Also, new filming setup. So it's been like 6 months since I've last posted. Normally I post in front of like all my shelves at my mom's house, but so much has changed these past few months. Currently pregnant and living in my own apartment with my partner. So this is the new setup. This is my TBR shelf behind me. So I'm gonna grab the books from there. So I have 2 physical copies and then I have the other 2 on my Kindle because I figured if I'm reading at night or if I have to leave the house or something like that, it may just be easier to do it on my Kindle. Also, most of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, so I could not justify purchasing more for this video. So for the TBR, I want to read Dear Debbie by Freida McFadden, The Surrogate Mother, and then on my Kindle I have downloaded The Divorce, which I'm pretty sure is her most recent release, and Ward D. I've seen really good reviews, mostly on Dear Debbie and The Divorce, which are the 2 that I'm most excited to read. I ended up downloading Ward D because I've seen that people say it's like underrated, like one of her most underrated books, and I think it's one of her older ones too, so I do want to go back and read that. And then The Surrogate Mother, I'm not sure about. I've heard that the plot twist in this book is really good. I'm just a little nervous because I'm pregnant, so I'm like, is this gonna hit a little too close to home? Or maybe it'll be perfect and it'll be just what I need and I'll be like scared and it'll be spooky. So we'll see. Now I'm trying to figure out what order I want to read these books in. Dear Debbie is my most anticipated. Honestly, I think I should just jump right out the gate with Dear Debbie. It's currently 9:30 in the morning, so I don't really have much to do today other than some like meetings that I have to hop on, and then I have a doctor's appointment, so I can really just sit and read. So I think I'm gonna start with Dear Debbie, and then if I finish this today or tomorrow, then I'll just go to read one on my Kindle, and I'll probably just alternate. Like if I start one in the morning, I'll start a physical one, but if I start one at night, I'll start one on my Kindle. So I'll probably read Dear Debbie. When I'm done with that, if I hop on one on my Kindle, I think it'll probably be Ward D. I might save The Divorce for last because it's her newest release, and it's also like, I'm really excited to read it. I've seen so many good reviews on it, so I'm like, should I save that for last? Even though I'm starting with my most anticipated. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me, and like, that's all that matters. So I think I'm gonna do Dear Debbie, Ward D, The Surrogate Mother, and then The Divorce. Hopefully by the end of this video, I'll want to actually keep reading other things. 4 Freida McFadden books back to back is either going to get me out of my reading slump or make me lose my mind. We'll see. If after this, I still want to read more Freida McFadden, the lady publishes a book like every 3 months. I don't know how it happens, but some contenders are also The Tenant and The Boyfriend. Those may or may not be added if I don't lose my mind with the first 4 on this TBR. I'm gonna get ready to start Dear Debbie. I'm nervous, I'm scared. I never guessed the plot twist on Freida McFadden books. Never Lies, my favorite thriller of all time and my favorite Freida McFadden book of all time. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, I will be back with updates. We'll see. Okay guys, I've been reading for about an hour. It's currently 10:30. I'm on chapter 16, page 80, and Debbie is going through it. Like, everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong for her. First of all, the first chapter already pissed me off. Her daughter's rude as hell. Everybody's so mean to this lady. Like, and she's already like, she's not all the way up here. And they make that very clear in the beginning. But I'm like actually excited to see what she's about to do, because she's about to go crazy, and low-key I don't blame her. So okay, ignore the intense shooting in the background. My boyfriend's playing Call of Duty. But I just finished chapter 18 on page 93. And Debbie just went to go talk to the soccer coach. I literally had to sit up, grab a pencil, and start annotating and writing my thoughts, because why would this man not only say that her 15-year-old needs to lose 20 pounds, but also tell her to lose some weight. Like, oh my god, hold on, I'm gonna read it. He said, if you want to help your daughter, help her lose that weight. Stop making brownies all the time, and while you're at it, it wouldn't hurt for you to lose a few pounds yourself. What the fuck? Like, every chapter, Debbie's life is getting increasingly worse. And I'm not even 25% into the book. I've only been sitting here and reading for maybe like an hour and 15 minutes, maybe less than that. And I'm stressed. Like, but I'm enjoying it so much. So let's just keep going. I can't imagine how this is going to get worse for her. She doesn't even know her husband lost his job yet. Then he lost his job, went to the gym, and was looking at other women. Sir, you can't pay your mortgage. Let's stop looking at women at the gym and go home and tell your wife how you lost your job. Oh my god, I'm stressed. Okay. It's only been one chapter since my last update, and I audibly gasped. This bitch, Harley, cannot be serious. So we already know Cooper is cheating. That's low-key like in the synopsis, right? Why the chapter after Cooper being like, I just need to get out the house, right? We know he's gonna go cheat. Harley's POV comes up and she gets a text saying, can I come over? I'm like, no way. No, I'm being pranked. Then the next page it goes, hi Cooper. Ah! This bitch. She was just talking about how nice Debbie is. Now her next POV is her being like, oh, I'm better than her. He need to leave his wife for me. What the fuck is going on? I'm only this far into the book. What the fuck is going, like, this can't get any worse. I need Debbie to murk everybody. She could do no wrong at this point. At this point, Debbie could do no wrong. She could take them all out. All of Ingham. Take them all out. What the fuck is going on? Like, you see the the dog ear page? Like, I don't think I've ever cussed so much in a reading vlog either. I apologize. But what the fuck is going on? Like, every time I thought it couldn't get worse, it got worse. We'll see how long it is before I pick up this camera and update y'all again. I'm not even using my camera. I'm using my phone because that's how quickly I need to scoop this up and be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh my god. I'm feeling violent for Debbie. I can't. Okay, it's 12:25 right now. And I have finished Dear Debbie in one sitting. Freida has done it again. And it's always the damn name changes that are the plot twists. And I low-key feel bad because I was all mad at Cooper. But like, I had no reason to be mad at Cooper. It's whatever. I feel like the ending was very satisfying. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 stars. Maybe 4 is generous. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. Because it's like, obviously the writing this isn't the most brilliant thing I've ever read. But I had fun. And I was locked in the entire time. I would have never guessed the plot twist in terms of like everything. I do think there was like other random parts that were like, I don't know. There was just like the way everything connected in the end. Like even the last chapter you find out that like how Cindy is involved. And it's just like random things like that. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. I feel like this is a book I would like reread too. So I feel like I don't say that much about thrillers. I reread Never Lie though. I feel like I usually reread Freida McFadden books. They're fun. And I really like Debbie. She honestly could do no wrong in my eyes. First book of the 4 done. It took me about 3 hours. I think the next book I'm gonna read is Ward D. And that's on my Kindle. I do need a little break. So I'll probably start that a little bit later this afternoon. But yeah. Okay, hey guys, it's the next day. So I was supposed to pick up Ward D last night. I took a break, I went to my doctor's appointment, and then after that I worked for a little bit and watched Naruto, and then I went to bed. So I did not pick up Ward D. However, today's a new day. I'm about to go do some stuff. It is 9 o'clock. So I'm busy until about 12:30, and then after that I have another doctor's appointment, but I have a gap in time between them. My doctor's appointment's at 2, so I'm gonna start Ward D, go to my doctor's appointment. Me and my boyfriend are gonna go thrifting, so brief intermission. I'm gonna work for a little bit and then Ward D for the rest of the night. That's the plan. So like I said before, I will come back when I start Ward D, which should hopefully be around like 1 o'clock ish. Yeah. Hi guys, it's me again. So it is currently 3:30. I just finished my doctor's appointment, getting ready to read Ward D. I'm gonna start it, and yeah, wish me luck. So Joe Shart is in the background, so clearly I live with the man. Anyways, I am eating some chocolate ice cream right now. I started Ward D earlier today and then I passed out. I fell asleep after reading like 3 chapters, but I'm up now. I'm eating ice cream. It's currently 10:30 at night and I am reading. This is my little setup right now. I have my Kindle clicker and I'm on chapter 14. So I hate Cameron, like the Dr. Beck. I think like he's good. I don't trust our narrator, Amy. Clearly she has her issues. I'm curious to see what happened between her and Jade. So yeah, we just keep getting a lot of like this build up right now, but there's nothing's been necessarily revealed yet. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I think I was enjoying Dear Debbie more, but we'll see if this throws me for a loop like people say it is going to. So yeah. Hey y'all, it's 5 in the morning. I've been reading since about 4 in the morning because I ate my ice cream, read till like chapter 14, went to sleep. Now we're back. I'm on chapter 55. It's like 5:30 in the morning. And I guess the first plot twist, spoilers, Damon is Jade's boyfriend. Figured that out a long time ago. Whatever. Did not realize that Damon was pretending to be the doctor the whole time. That threw me for a loop. But Amy just did the stupidest shit ever. Turn the power off. Okay, cool. So the doors are unlocked. Perfect. Turn the power off. And instead of leaving, decided she was going to go investigate. This is why sometimes I can't take thrillers seriously. Because first of all, I'd never be caught up in this predicament. Start there. But you're telling me someone's been trying to kill you all night. The one chance you get to leave, you decide, I'm actually not going to leave. I'm going to stay. I'm like, what? Let me see how far I am. There can't be. Okay, I'm 86% through the book. It's saying I have 30 minutes left in the book. That's how long it should take me to read it. So I don't know what else could possibly happen except for this bitch dying or killing everybody. But I don't see her doing. I mean, she got a knitting needle. That's all she got on her. So we'll see. Okay, hi guys. I look a little crazy. Here's the update. Also, peep the decorations on the wall. Aren't those so nice? That's my boyfriend's collection of things. And then these are paintings he's thrifted. The other side is mine, where the shelf is. Anyways. I finished Ward D last night after the last clip. And the end made sense, I guess, with her and Will ending up dating afterward. The epilogue did kind of throw me for a loop, though, because I was like, oh, hi. The ending threw me for a loop, though, the epilogue, because it was like, when she was saying that, like, Jade was putting hallucinogens in her iced tea, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense why she was seeing the little girl. Now she doesn't see the little girl anymore. But then she saw the little girl at the end, and it was this whole thing. So Amy's still a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I think the ending made sense. Damon and Jade ended up in jail. It was this whole thing. Last night, I was a little frustrated with it, and I was like, I think I like Dear Debbie more. And so I gave Ward D 3 stars. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's a 3.5, 4 star. Because Will's character was really well done. Jade's character was really well done. And Amy, I felt like I kept going back and forth between, is she an unreliable narrator or not? Because, like, is she seeing things? Like, the strawberry jelly versus the blood, that was really, really confusing to me. I think Ward D was really good. I think the characters were really well done. I was just frustrated because these are situations I would have never found myself in. And so I think I was holding that against the book. But then when I thought about it, I had a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was great. So it is currently, I think it's like 8:30, maybe 8:30. I already worked today, did what I needed to do. I was gonna work for a little longer, so I may hop back on. Maybe, we'll see. But it is time for me to start the Surrogate Mother. I have a physical copy of it. I'm a little nervous. We have the Surrogate Mother. I'm so freaking excited. Look at the red pages. There's a little pacifier on the front. Let's see how many pages this is. It is 312 pages. This should take me about 3 hours, because Dear Debbie took me about 3 hours. If it's really good, I like when I'm like really immersed in the book, I read faster. So we'll see how fast she can hook me into this. Let's read the synopsis. All right. She was promised a miracle. She got more than she bargained for. Abby wants a baby more than anything, but after years of failed infertility treatments and adoptions that have fallen through, it seems like motherhood is not in her future. That is, until her personal assistant, Monica, makes a generous offer to serve as a surrogate. It's an offer that will make all of Abby's dreams come true. But soon, strange things start happening. And it turns out Monica isn't who she says she is. The woman now carrying Abby's child has an unspeakable secret, and she will stop at nothing to get what she wants. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this, and I'll be back with an update. I've been reading for about an hour. I'm on page 118, and Monica is being so weird. So she had already lost me at getting in the front seat of the car when she needed a ride home. This bitch got in the front seat of the car and made his wife sit in the back. Then right, she's carrying the baby for them, and she like plays the heartbeat because she took a video from the doctor's appointment. She gonna look at Sam, mind you, she's a surrogate. She gonna look at Sam and go, "That's our baby." Bitch, no. Oh my god, we would have been at Planned Parenthood immediately the next morning. Nope, I'm not doing this with you. Like, we literally would have been at the clinic immediately. She's pissing me off so bad. Like, and it's like little shit that like Amy doesn't want to say anything about, but like, what the fuck? That's our baby. No, it's not. It's Amy and Sam's baby. It's not Monica's baby. You just carrying the baby. I mean, Abby. Who's Amy? Oh, Amy's from Ward D. That was yesterday's book. Abby, Amy, same shit. It's not Monica's baby. That's all that matters, is that it's not Monica's baby. Monica, I would have punched her dead in her fucking stomach. Oh my god, like, this is killing me so bad. And she kept the pregnancy test, which wasn't that big of a deal. Okay, whatever. But that's our baby. No, it's not. Anyways, I'm already irritated, and I'm not even like 25% into the book. So yeah. Okay, I look a little crazy. It's the next day, so I got to page 225. I have less than 100 pages left before I completely passed out. I was so tired. The words were not making sense. So I'm about to go pick up my grandmom from work, but I'm probably gonna get there a little bit early, so I'll be able to sit in my car. So I think I'm gonna be able to finish or get really, really close to finishing this. So my next update should be me being done with the Surrogate Mother. Monica is crazy. But we saw this coming. Like, I just feel like it was like the little things that built up, but also her friend Shelly literally told her in the beginning, like, hey, this is not a good idea. So I think Sam is so weird. I think her husband is really weird. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. Okay, I just finished The Surrogate Mother by Freida McFadden. The ending was so unsatisfying. Like, I don't know. I feel like she didn't have to throw in the one part with Monica's stepmom where she was like, oh yeah, like Monica's the same except, oh, never mind. Like, what is that supposed to mean? So like, that kind of threw me off. I think of the 3 Freida McFadden books I've read so far in this vlog, this is my least favorite. A lot was painfully obvious. Sam ended up not being as shitty as a guy as I thought he was, but he was still just kind of like completely clueless. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this 2 stars. Oops. When I get home, me and I hope my air isn't insanely loud. I'm so sorry. It's really hot outside. When I get home, me and my boyfriend are gonna watch Matilda and just hang out for a little bit, and then I'm probably going to start The Divorce on my Kindle. So hey guys, it is currently like 6 o'clock and I'm getting ready to start The Divorce. I'm really hoping that this is better than The Surrogate Mother, because I feel like I started off so strong. Dear Debbie was amazing. Ward D was a time. The Surrogate Mother was, I read it, and that's what matters, I guess. But like literally the only redeeming quality was Sam's like character redemption arc. So I'm hoping The Divorce is good, because then I can end off on a high note. So we'll see if this is going to be a good wrap up to the video, or if I feel like I need to sprinkle another Freida McFadden in there. This is my current setup. I got some pizza. I got a real crisp Coke. Got some GTA in the background. And then my Kindle stand with my clicker. So I'll probably read for the next like 2 or 3 hours, and then me and my boyfriend are gonna watch Matilda. So yeah, let's see how far I can get. I'll probably be back with updates if it's crazy, but if you don't hear from me, then I'm probably bored. So yeah. Okay, it's currently 8:30 and I just finished The Divorce. I gave it 2.5 stars. That shit was ass. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Like, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. It was broken up into 4 parts, I believe. We get Naomi's perspective for the first 2. Then we get Veronica's perspective, and then in the end we get Jeremy. Like, okay, like the only reaction I have is okay, sure. Everyone in this book was a dumbass. That's really all I have. There's not one character that I think I cared about at all, actually. Like, Naomi was crazy from the jump. Jeremy was an ass all the way up to the end anyway. I guess Veronica redeemed herself. Like, okay. I don't know. It was really mediocre. So, there's that. So, I'm gonna collect my thoughts about the 4 books that I've read. And I'll come back to do an outro for this video. I just need a second, because Freida pissed me off just a little bit. BRB. Okay, I have slept on everything. I made a video on TikTok yesterday about my thoughts on the books, but now I'm gonna officially film this outro.
What is this?
We're gonna give a little figure update as well. This is Spider-Man.
This is 2099 Spider-Man.
Okay.
Is that a good angle? I can't see.
Yeah, it looks good.
And then Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Oh shit. Spider-Man. Black Spider-Man. He turns into a black guy. And then
okay guys, today is Friday. I started filming this video on Monday, but I finished reading all the books yesterday. So technically I read 4 books in 4 days. Just give it a little round of applause. So I made a short review on my BookTok, but obviously all my reactions to actually reading the books are here. Also, I'm sorry if this lighting is absolutely terrible. Your girl is trying her best. Okay, that's a little better. Anyways, so I'm going to wrap this video up and rank these books for you, and also talk about whether or not I feel as though this was successful. So first, I read Dear Debbie. This was such a strong start. I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 3.5 star. I feel like this is also a book that I will eventually come around and reread. And yeah, I read this one in one sitting, which was kind of crazy. Immediately following that, I read Ward D. This took me a little bit longer to read than the other ones, but that's because I started it later at night and then I passed out. Honestly, reading on my Kindle I think takes longer because I just end up so cozy. I really liked Ward D, and at first I was conflicted about it because I think a lot of times I judge thrillers because I'm like, I would never be in this predicament, but that doesn't mean that the book itself isn't good. So when I sat with it, I realized no, I actually really did enjoy Ward D, and this is my favorite of the 4 that I read. I gave this 4 stars, I believe. Third, I read The Surrogate Mother, and this is also 3rd on the list. I felt like this was very predictable. Yeah, I just didn't really like it too much. I didn't really like any of the characters. I feel like Sam, in the end, like all the assumptions that the reader was supposed to make about him, they ended up like dissolving a little bit after some more context. But even then, I feel like I would have rather him just be evil than straight up clueless, because there's like, it was just dumb decision after dumb decision. It was painfully obvious. There was the only plot twist that like really did it for me was finding out her old assistant Gertie was actually Monica's mom. That was the only thing that had me like, oh my god. But other than that, it was pretty predictable for the most part. And again, this is another one where I was just like, I would never be caught dead in this situation. The red flags were there immediately from like the first like 60 pages when she was like, this is our baby, or even when she sat in the front seat of the car. We would have been on the way to Planned Parenthood. We would have been on the way to the clinic immediately. So I feel like for this to have gone on as long as it did, for the 300 pages that it did, is just absolutely ridiculous. But I see why someone would enjoy this book. It just wasn't for me. Lastly, we ended up back on the Kindle, and I read The Divorce, which was her most recent release. It also was one of my most anticipated, which is why I saved it for last, and it was my least favorite. It was 4th on this list. I gave it 2 stars, and that was me being generous. It was boring. I feel like I was bored. Don't get me wrong, I was really frustrated with a lot of the decisions that Jeremy made in the beginning. I felt like he was coming off really harsh, especially when you don't have that context about Nicole that we get in the second part. So like those were things that kept me like on my toes, like because it agitated me. But other than that, I feel like there really was no suspense. Like Freida tried to build suspense, especially with the like, oh, like my apartment door was open and the knife was missing and all these weird things are happening. But honestly, I was not scared of Veronica like at all. Like I don't know. And then on top of that, the book was split into parts, and I feel like once we got to the second half of the book, so parts 3 and 4, it felt like I was reading a completely separate book. And it wasn't just like, oh, this is a plot twist or we're getting more information. It literally felt like I started a new book. It was really weird. I didn't enjoy it. So that was like an unfortunate way to end this like reading vlog. However, I will say I do think I'm out of my reading slump, and I'm really excited to see what I read next. That is all, and that was my week with Miss Freida McFadden. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. I promise.